Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Now, before we start, we just want to let you guys know that love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud.
It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs.
Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth.
Yes, it always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres.
Okay guys, so today our topic is how did we meet? So guys, since we started this page, we told you guys that we're gonna try to inspire others through our life story.
Yeah.
So here is it from since 2009,
Yeah.
right? So before we start, I just want you guys to take note of two things. One, we always knew each other because we were from the same church. And the next thing is that my wife mom had a shop in the market,
Yeah.
and my wife and her sisters used to be out there with helping her to hustle.
Yes.
Right? She
We're
was a
hustlers.
hustler. Yeah. Right? So guys, our relationship actually started back in 2009.
Yeah.
Not relationship as in us being together, but as in friendship.
Yeah. Talking.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So in 2009, I actually went at our mom's shop. I think it was around Christmas time
Yeah.
to purchase a gift for my then girlfriend, right? And when I went to the shop, actually, they did not add the type of gift that I wanted.
Yeah.
So Giovanna, she knew our way around the market, so she decided to go and help me to purchase this gift, right? So we went and we purchased this gift, and it was a very good gesture, right? And I really appreciate it. And then from then,
Oh.
we started to communicate more often than usual,
Yeah.
right? So about 3 months me passing in the market, usually constantly stopping, talking with Giovanna.
So too, I had a boyfriend, and we were on the verge of breaking up. So we used to talk about a whole lot of things.
Yeah, and then she also used to ask me for advice, like looking at it from a guy perspective, right? And I also used to ask her for advice, looking at it from a female perspective.
Yeah.
And you know, from that there was a bit of spark between us.
Yeah.
For me, it was a spark, yeah, but I never took it really serious because I was basically focused on the relationship that I was in at that time.
And note I was I was kind of taking it a bit serious because, I mean, as I mentioned before, myself and my boyfriend, we were on the verge of breaking up. And after talking to him and kind of getting this little relationship with Geoffrey, it became easier for me to break up with this other guy. Geoffrey was a really good basketball player. He used to play for Guyana. He was very, very cute. I mean, look at look at his face. It wasn't so wrong, right? But just look at it. Just imagine it being a bit more narrow. A bit more nicer. He was really, really, really handsome, man. It wasn't hard for me to break up with him. And from there, we continue to keep talking, and so yes, so honey, continue.
Yeah, so from there we actually continue to communicate, and
Yeah.
then about 2 months after our relationship ended with a guy, right? I think we might, yeah, about 2 months after my relationship ended also.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
relationship ended also, and then
Don't ask why I was happy.
right, we did share things with each other, but it wasn't still not yet headed down to this boyfriend girlfriend
Yeah.
relationship.
But I was having imaginations. I'm sure many of you can attest that, when you see somebody that could potentially be your boyfriend, you start imagining this person, walking down the aisles with them. So it was kind of like that to me. I started having these imaginations, that myself and Geoffrey's going to get together.
Yeah. So guys, like she said, you see, this is new to me. Some of this stuff I actually not knew. I didn't even knew that she used to pray for us to end the relationship. But anyway,
Oh,
you
well.
see, the truth is coming out. So after me and my girlfriend broke up and we continued to communicate, there was this camp that coming up, Assembly of God Camp, Youth Ministry,
Yeah.
right? And we decided that we both going to go to this camp. right? From going to this camp now, while in this camp, we spent a
A
lot
lot
of
of time
time
together.
together,
Yes.
right? It was like you see Giovanna, you see Geoffrey.
Yeah, we
You
were
see
like
Geoffrey, you see Giovanna.
like Batty and Pose, as they call it.
Yeah, in camp,
In
right?
this
And
time.
what made it stand out is because around that particular time, my wife used to wear a chain.
Yes, I had a chain that was so dear to me, guys. Honestly, this chain I never used to lend it out to
Oh,
anybody.
by the way, it was not gold.
Yeah, it was a little string with a little we call it a little stud on it, and but however it was dear to me. I never used to lend it out to anybody. People used to ask, man, Giovanna, lend me a chain, I want to wear it, and it just barter. So I love it so much, and I never used to lend it out to anybody. But of course, because I had this crush on Geoffrey, I willingly just lent it. Actually, I didn't lend to him. I gave it to him. I gave him the chain, and that was my symbol of seriousness.
So guys, after she gave the chain to me, for me, what I deliberately did is I wear a white jersey and put the chain over the jersey so the other guys can see, especially our ex-boyfriend, right?
Because he was there.
Yeah, right. So I was a bit savage, right? But as time goes by, after camp, I could recall leaving camp a bit early because I had a basketball game to attend. But also, one of the reasons for me not leaving camp early was to play a basketball game, but also to reach one of my other female friends. Right? By the way, please remember me and Giovanna was not in a relationship at that time. So
Yeah.
I was not being dishonest. Right?
Right.
So I left camp, went after the game, went and reached this other friend. We talk and these things, and I was attracted to about four different girls at that time.
Which was four.
Yeah, it was four.
You told me two. What? You see, the truth is coming
Right?
out.
I was attracted
Little by
to
little.
four different girls.
You
Right?
told me two.
Two in Georgetown
Wow.
and two in Linden. So sometime when we used to go to basketball game, me and one of my colleagues from Linden, many of you may know him, while some of you may not. We actually used to go and visit this girl,
Hi.
right? So as time progressed and these things, I was still battling, whether or not who I should choose to be my girlfriend, right? And I was in constant communication with each one of them. So one day I was at church and the pastor was talking about love, relationship and different things. And he was saying that you need to get rid of your distraction. Right? So I decided now that since I communicated this girl constantly through my phone, I'm gonna get rid of my phone. So I took my cell phone and I threw it in the offering basket. Right? And I got rid of it. Right? And after I got rid of it, I lost communication with two of them from Georgetown
And
and,
the two remaining.
and two still remained.
Yeah.
Right? And I usually used to communicate with these two through i5. I'm sure a lot of you will remember i5.
i5, yeah.
Before Facebook came out, they were
Yeah.
i5.
Yeah.
You pimp your profile and these different things, right?
Yes.
So from that, I still was in communicator with Giovanna through i5 and the other female,
Yeah.
right? And the other thing is that I honestly did not know which one to choose because both of them were beautiful, both of them were godly, both of them had good personality and potential to be good wife.
Yeah, and also I believe at that time that's when our communication kind of eased because usually he would have like responded to my messages right away. If I sent something in a matter of seconds, he would respond. But at that time, he wasn't responding at all, or maybe in a day or in 2 days, our communication kind of decreased. And I was wondering what really going on. So yeah, indeed.
Yeah, well, what she's saying is actually true because one I did not have a phone, right? And I usually used to communicate through the internet, right? But approximately, I think it was like 2 months after I placed my phone in the offering basket, I got a new phone, right? And while I was in Georgetown to play basket, to I think it was for practice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, practice for the national team. Um, I got a message from Giovanna saying,
Okay,
I can't remember.
before you continue, remember I mentioned that our communication wasn't as it was before. So one day I attended maths lesson. So myself and my friend Ronel, shout out Ronel Gonzalez, I was telling him, Ronel, I realized that Jeffrey isn't talking to me like the way he used to be. We're not communicating much. However, so I told him, you know what? I think I'm going to send him a message to appear as if I intend to send it to
wait.
somebody
Well, I
else.
was involved in this stuff?
Yes, I told him I was
Let's
going
just
to do
switch
it.
it up.
So I said, you know what? Soon as the lesson finished, I'm going to message Geoffrey saying, are you still coming to pick me up? Right? To make it look as if I made a mistake sending it to him.
Guys, I
right?
just want you to see how women can be very deceitful.
Right, so I sent the message to Geoffrey as soon as lesson finished. I sent the message and I said, will you still be coming to pick me up? Guys, remember I said Geoffrey wasn't responding, but very in a fast manner previously. In the matter of seconds, Geoffrey responded saying,
Because
huh?
I actually had my phone on me at that particular time. Right? So as soon as the message came, I was able to respond. Right? And when I said, a message came back to me saying, sorry,
Oops, sorry,
wrong person. So I was like, is who this girl talking to? Somebody
and
already?
all of that was intentional. I wanted to
Right?
see if he really cared,
And-
if it's it that he's just ignoring me. I want to know what is happening.
And then I tried calling her and she refused to answer the phone. I called like one
And
time,
when he
two
called-
times.
And then when you called the first time, myself and Ronel, we had a real good laugh.
I can't
Then
believe Ronel
he
involved
started
in this
calling,
thing.
right? He started calling first time. I ignored the call. Second time, he ignored the call. Ronald's like, Ma, you should answer the phone, man, Giovanna. Third time, he called and I answered the phone. And then we kept, we talk about, I asked him the question of why is it he wasn't really responding previously. And he let me know that, he gave up his phone in the offering basket.
And when I told her that I give up my phone in the offering basket, she did not believe. It was until I think was like a month after the pastor mentioned that in the offering basket they received somebody's cell phone. And I think this is where she actually believed that it was true.
Yeah.
The truth. Right? But after with that whole experience with her, I did not want to lose her.
Yeah.
Right? Because as I said, Giovanna was a very nice individual. In and out.
He still makes me blush.
Right? So we actually started the relationship officially the 7th of November 2009 or 2010.
Either 2009 or 2010. We get the mix up.
Yeah, it's either 2009 or 2010, which I get a strong feeling it is 2010. Guys, with 3 months into our relationship, I accidentally connected my lips to another female.
Guys, he kissed another female. And guess what? He had the audacity to tell me it was only 5 seconds.
Well, you see, the thing is that I could not express at that particular time that it was a bit longer. It could have been a bit longer, but I'm still going to keep that it was 5 seconds. Right? It was 5 seconds, baby.
I think it was more.
5. Right? But then, after I committed such a huge crime, I went and reached Giovanna the same day. And after seeing Giovanna, our innocence, right? I actually told Giovanna that I kissed another female accidentally.
He told me. He didn't have to say anything, but I really appreciate the fact that after years after I noticed, I realized that you didn't really have to tell me anything, and the fact that you did, it spoke volume to me. It shows me that you're very transparent and you didn't want to hide anything from me, and I really appreciated that.
Right? So guys, this girl told me some hurtful words. Things I don't think no human will want to hear. right? But it's from those words that actually caused me to see women differently, and it
Okay.
caused me to value women more, right? So from that moment on, I vowed to myself that I will not mistreat a young lady, right? And I would have taken this relationship serious, and I actually started to see it as something that can last a lifetime, right? So from that experience, we started to, communicate. We started to spend
I
a lot more
eventually
time
forgive
together.
him, yeah.
Yeah,
I
she
eventually
forgave
forgive
me
him.
within 3 days
No, it
after
was
the
an
incident.
entire week.
No, it was 3 days after the
It was an
incident.
entire week.
It was 3 days after the incident.
Whatever.
Right? It was 3 days, guys. 3 days. I could recall 3 days after. Right? Maybe she forgave me for a week, but in 3 days after, she couldn't
And of
resist.
course,
She could
because
not resist me. So 3 days after, we were still started moving back around together
yeah,
and
you
everything.
mean like back and forth again.
Right? So, as I was saying, after that we started to move around, going to church together. Well, we used to be at the same church, but
Yeah.
sitting together in church until there was a next incident. I had nothing to do with this. Right? So, I think this was 2011 now, while I was back at practice.
Are you talking about when you were in Suriname?
Yeah.
Ay.
Right? So, while I was in Suriname to play basketball again for Guyana, my colleagues on the basketball team decided to lock me in a room with another female.
Okay, guys, we have come to the end of this video.
Seriously?
Yeah. Please, if you want to know what transpired after that, please don't forget to subscribe. And you can let us know what you think happened after in the comment section. Thank you again for staying with us. And please remember, it is never about pulling each other down. It is about lifting each other up so that we can continue to live in love and healthy relationships. So thank you once again. Please don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.
Stay safe.